A tense international stalemate in the world of chess could end with the first American world champion since Bobby Fischer in the early 1970s. Fabiano Caruana, who was born in Miami and raised in Brooklyn, is taking on the world #1 Magnus Carlsen of Norway. The match is tied after 12 games and headed for a winner-take-all playoff. Mark Phillips is following the tense play-by-play in London. Mark, good morning.
Good morning. Well, chess is big, although possibly not this big, and it could be getting a lot bigger if an American upstart can beat the current undisputed and so far invincible world champion who's held the title for 5 years. You think this chess championship stuff isn't serious? The competitors are electronically screened before they play. In this sport, the threat isn't performance-enhancing drugs, it's performance-enhancing supercomputers. Only then can the current world champ, 27-year-old Norwegian Magnus Carlsen, enter the field of play. Followed by the challenger, 26-year-old Fabiano Caruana, who could be the first American to win a world title since the days when chess was less a sport and more a proxy war between superpowers. When Brooklyn's Bobby Fischer, considered brilliant if famously eccentric, challenged and beat the Kremlin's darling Boris Spassky in 1972. There's less saber-rattling this time, according to two of Caruana's pals who have come over to support him.
In Fischer-Spassky, it was so easy for this to be like, oh, this is an allegory for the Cold War. It's like, oh, it's who has the smartest people, you know? Who has the biggest bombs? Magnus is just a nice Norwegian guy. I don't think anyone really, who really has problems with Norway?
Caruana has a problem with Norway, that's who.
And the challenger was under pressure on the board.
The American challenger has managed to tie Carlsen through 12 games, but not beat him. This match may not be about Cold War politics or international bragging rights, but in this world, chess is more than just a game, especially if you win.
But you feel like you're sort of on the brink.
When Fabiano Caruana talks, he speaks in a kind of chess ease.
I mean, I don't think either of us saw anything winning for black or clearly winning for black or anything, but
he lets his pieces do the talking on the board, where his success has produced a Fabi fan club. Chess is cool?
Chess is cool with nerds. It's a great game, and apparently being a nerd is cool.
And being a winning nerd, of course, would be even cooler. The match now goes to the equivalent of a sudden death shootout for your sports fans, a series of speed chess games where the time available gets shorter and shorter, and we should have either a new champion or the same old champion tomorrow. Deanna?
Fingers crossed that we hear check
this is
from
very
Fabiano,
exciting.
right? That's
Listen,
what we want to hear.
Even if you're not into chess, that's a very exciting thing. I remember that Magnus guy on 60 Minutes when they did a profile on him. I thought he was very impressive, but now you have to root for Fabiano if you live here.
It's
country.
You know what? It's cutthroat. It's a brain game.
Yeah.
And we're rooting for the American.
Yes,
We're rooting for Fabiano.
yes.
Nothing against Norway. We never have problems against Norway, but we're rooting for Fabiano.
I just can't wait to see the end zone dance.
You have no idea.